Hey everyone, this will be officially my second episode of the series. Today is December 11th, Saturday at 3:16 a.m. So I'm gonna try to do a quick recap of this week. So I ended Friday up about 7.5%. And in episode 1, my account was at $275. And so this week, I'm up 60%. And a few things happened this week. I closed 2 positions and opened one new one, I think. So I'll be going over those and what I did this week. So I had a snap call credits, or I have a snap call credit spread. I'm still holding that. And I had a CocaCola put credit spread. And I had a Facebook put credit spread, I think. So I'll go back to CocaCola. Also, I don't know if anyone's read the descriptions, but the reason why I have so many pauses and the reason why I have so many pauses and me clearing my throat throughout the video is because I've been sick the past 2 weeks and I still have a sore throat. So I'm just trying my best not to cough throughout the video so that I don't have to make cuts, because I don't know how to edit videos very well yet. So I'm trying to do them in one take and I'm trying not to cough. So until I'm fully recovered, just try to bear with me. Okay, so CocaCola is one that we had, or that I had, during the first video, in the first episode. So originally I opened this position on November 23rd, and I accepted a credit of $17. And then because Coca-Cola started going down, which is not what I wanted to happen, I decided to roll it out and give it a little bit more time, which was on November 3rd. And I received $14 of additional credit. And this one expired, the expiration date was December 23rd. So I think I only extended by a week or two. But it wasn't doing very well. I think it started to come back at one point, but I just wasn't very comfortable with it. And it just wasn't worth holding it for me. And I'd just rather get some of my collateral back to use it somewhere else. So I decided to close it for a small loss. I think I lost a few dollars here. And I closed that on December 6th. So that was Coca-Cola, and I just closed it for a few dollars loss. It wasn't a big deal. Thankfully, it spiked up for a little bit, and that's when I sold it. I don't know if the stock continued to move up after that. Actually, let me see what the price is at now. Okay, so it did continue to go up, but I just didn't want to hold it anymore. I just didn't feel very comfortable with it. I didn't know how it was going to move, so I just wanted to get out. And I think in the first episode I did have the Facebook one open, but it was down at that point. So it was a 330 put credit spread. And Facebook was down during the first episode, so I was negative, and that brought my account down to the 275. But a few days after that, Facebook started going up. I purchased it because it was, I think, around the 300 moving average or daily moving average, or just below it. So that's why I decided to purchase it, because it doesn't tend to stay near that range for too long. And if anything, I could have rolled this out and given myself more time. So I opened this on... Oh, yeah. So I opened this on December 1st. Yeah, I opened this on December 1st, accepted $253 of credit. And I think my collateral being held was, taking the credit into account, I think it was $247. So for my account size, it's like most of my account at that point. And Facebook rallied up above, I think when I sold it, it was around $335. And then I sold it on December 9th. The CPI data was coming out, I think, the next day. So I wanted to get rid of it just because of the uncertainty, and because I was willing to hold it, but it was up about 35%. So I just decided to let it go just because there's uncertainty. But if it wasn't up, I would have held it. And if it was still below 330, I would have just rolled it out. I don't think Facebook is definitely going to go up higher than 330. I think 330 is the 200-day moving average for Facebook. So I wasn't too worried about that, but I was up 35%, so I just decided to take it. I closed that, paid $165, so I kept the difference between the $253 and the $165. So I think I made close to $100. I think $88 or something. So that was pretty good. And actually, Facebook kind of tanked back down and turned negative a little bit after I sold. So it went from 335 and then went down to like 2 or 329 by the end of the market hours. So it was a pretty good decision. So right after I closed that, the same day I opened this Tesla put credit spread. So I am positive on this right now. It could change throughout the week, but I'm not too worried about it. I am a little bit worried about the meeting on Tuesday with Powell. So if it's positive on Monday, I might get rid of it, and then if anything, I could just re-enter after Tuesday. Once all the announcements are made and everything, and I see if the market reacts negatively or stays positive or just stays neutral. But if I'm positive, why not just close it and just re-enter, So I entered this, December 23rd, received $180 credit. And I chose the 980 because I think that's where the next support is for Tesla. And it doesn't, like, $1,000 mark is like I don't know if there's a clear support there, but there's definitely like a psychological barrier there where once it crosses below 1,000, it tends to go back up pretty quickly. So it never really, it dips down to 980, somewhere around the 980s, but it never stays there for too long. So I'm not too worried about it. If anything, we can roll it out, and I expect Tesla to, be above 980 for most of the time. If it's a temporary dip, then I'm willing to wait a little bit, and hopefully I can collect extra credit and end up profiting even more. But I'll just have to give it more time. But if I can close this on Monday, I probably will close it. And this Snapchat call credit spread. This is actually just a YOLO play. So this is a $5 wide spread. Yeah, this is a $5 wide spread, but the credit was $477. So I'm I'm only risking, my max loss is $23. So that's one reason why I took it. And also I am in Discord for the traveling trader. I tried his subscription for 1 month, and this was one of the call outs from his mods. And I didn't think Snapchat was going down that low, and he wasn't either. It was just, if Snapchat continued to move down, this play was going to turn positive. But I personally didn't think it was going to go negative. I personally didn't think Snap was going to drop that much. I thought it had more of a bullish a lot of bullish indicators and signals, but I just took it just because it's a $20 max loss for, potential $477 profit. Of course, it wouldn't go to that max profit because Snapchat probably won't drop to $35, $30. But yeah, I thought if there's a chance, I'll risk the $20 to make more. But honestly, I don't think that play is gonna end up working out. I might just close it if I'm like break even, or even with the negative 1%, which I'm fine with. And I think it's better to stick to the companies you're bullish on and just sell call credit or put credit spreads on them, just like how I did for Tesla and just how I did for Facebook. So Tesla I am bullish on. Facebook I'm also bullish on. I think Facebook is really undervalued right now. Facebook initially tanked, I think, because of them pouring so much money into the metaverse project. But I have high hopes for Facebook, and I think they're a good company. They're very profitable. So I'd be willing to do another put credit spread when the price is right. If Facebook happens to dip more, then I might open one up. But we'll just have to see I'll just have to take a look at the chart. I'll have to take a look at the chart and see if there's any bearish indicators that might, signal that I shouldn't take that position. But other than that, I think that's the only changes the only changes I made. This weekly 60% up was mostly from the Facebook, and I had the Citibank put credit spread open as well. That I was down. I must have been down around 200 to 300% in episode 1, but I ended up closing that for pretty much max loss. I think the max loss was about $70 because I took in a credit of about $20 something. That was one of my first credit spreads, so I wasn't very comfortable with it, but I wanted to try one, and it was definitely not a good one that I did. I wouldn't, that was a bad trade that I did. The ratios were bad, and I went into it without confirming that there's a support at that level. I just assumed that, I think it was a 300 moving average, or I think it was 300 moving average. I just assumed that it would hold support there, but it didn't. It totally broke below it, and it didn't look like it was moving up, and I just didn't want to hold on to it. I just accepted the loss and just, took the remaining few dollars I had left in there. But I ended up closing that for about 350% loss, which translated to about pretty much almost $70 of loss. But I was up on the Facebook play enough to, where I was still I still ended up being positive on the account, and so I ended up being up 181, and hopefully the Tesla will be up Monday. If not, I'm fine with holding it. So, but I think that's all the updates for this account as of right now, and if I make any other changes, I'll update it in the episode 3 next week. And I tried recording me actually closing the spreads and making any changes to the account, but this is my first YouTube channel. I think this is like my third video that I'll be uploading, and I haven't had the time to learn how to edit the videos professionally and make it look super nice and very smooth. I don't really have a lot of time right now to learn. I thought this would be a great starting point to the journey to 1K first, then 10K, then 100K. So that's why I started it, even though I didn't have too much time, and then I'll kind of hopefully improve the videos, as the video quality, as we go. But for now, I think that's everything I have, and any changes with the Tesla, I'll definitely update you guys on the next video on episode 3. This will be episode 2. But if you guys have any other questions about any changes I made or about my account, just comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you guys. Thanks for watching. Please press the subscribe button and click the like button and click the bell so that you guys can stay up to date on the account. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.